Hi, how are you? I hope you're well, wherever you may be. My name's Andrés Pimentel. You're watching my cabin series. Welcome to episode 5. This episode is going to be a little different. This week, I haven't been here over a week. I kind of told myself I was going to try to work 5 days a week on building this. I was tired, unmotivated. I think I felt a little too privileged. I'm just here working on my house while other people are toiling away. Luckily, my parents support me, my mom supports me. I felt like I should be doing more and kind of convinced myself that this was really selfish. Forgot what I'm working towards, which is having my own home, independence. I finally made it up here. So I wanted to explain a little more, give some context. I'll talk more about being unmotivated in a second. Basically, my parents bought this land 20 years ago, a little more than that. 5 hectares each. I'll put the conversion here. And then my grandma bought another 5. And then my grandpa bought another 2.5, I believe, for us. So all told, it's 15 hectares. And yeah, I want to explain a little why I'm always out of breath when I walk up. One, I'm not really in shape. The other part is the altitude. It goes from this altitude, 3,600 meters, and then I walk up to 3,800 meters. We're in a forest, eucalyptus forest, which is not native. Obviously, these come from Australia. They're not great for the land. They drink a lot of water, and like aspens and crabgrass, they all connect underground, so you can't really kill them easily. They're good for wood, and the dream, centuries-long dream, is to eventually replace it with native trees. So far I've used like 24 trees, so I'm hoping to plant, 2 or 3 times that in native trees eventually. Why did I put plastic up? That's a pretty obvious question. Am I going to live in a tent, essentially? No. Plastic's temporary. Peru, like Africa, has 2 seasons, the rainy season and the dry season. This is what rain looks like here. It's a torrential downpour. If you're wearing a t-shirt, it can actually hurt. It sounds like you're getting hit with a machine gun. It cannot be ignored. So yeah, I wanted to be able to work on furniture, on the floor, on the chimney eventually, without getting pummeled by, the kind of rain that creates the Amazon River. After the plastic, the idea is to put in branches, eucalyptus branches on the insides, and then cover them in yeso, limestone, and water mixture like a plaster. And then the next layer is going to be a couple layers of regular insulation. I was thinking about doing mud, some more traditional style for the roof/sidewalls, but the builder said that would be a lot of weight and it would slide down because of the extreme angle. On top of that, they're gonna have plywood probably, and then on top of that, there's gonna be like an actual roof material, so it should be warm. On the sidewalls, like the one right behind me, I'm gonna dig a trench and then make a rock wall a couple feet up, and then the rest will be adobe, and it will hold its own weight because I don't want to put any more strain on the rest of the structure. The side behind me is going to be mostly windows. White area will be adobe, so it can help support the loft too. Floor, I'm gonna level it, which is gonna be a lot of work. Then we're gonna use an Alaskan mill, which is something that looks like this, to make 2x4s. Do a standard cabin floor where you have insulation on the inside. And then as far as heating goes, once everything's sealed up, that'll be a huge help. The long term is to have a chimney stove, and yeah, that should warm up the house nicely. This giant rock with my audio equipment is going to be the chimney. That's the plan, at least. The rain and wind seems to have brought in some little plants that are growing. Unfortunately, won't last. So I want to talk a little more about losing motivation for a dream you have. I've talked about it before in this video. So for me, this week, I just had a lot of trouble getting into bed. Didn't have energy to go buy food. Probably didn't eat very healthy. A lot of pasta. Yeah, I just watched TV shows, and I went to a school system that really encouraged you to change the world and make a better place. A lot of times they'd say just follow your passion, and that'll make the world a better place. But as again mentioned in the climate change video with Puran, we talked about how people just kind of following their individual passion doesn't necessarily help the environment. So for me, I kind of have this constant life struggle of trying to find a way of helping the environment that I enjoy. I worked at a few nonprofits, and I didn't, that wasn't my calling. I'll just put it that way. Maybe I should be a diplomat. Maybe I should go back to school and study like international relations or political science. And I should be doing more to help the world. And then a few things really helped me. I don't know if maybe you're struggling with being motivated. But what helped me was to remember Most politicians aren't 23 or about to be 24. You can't even be president. Not that I necessarily want to be president. The way I'm helping is by making a house out of mostly sustainable materials. I'm building a house that will outlast me. Unless in the future we can upload our brains and then I can just like live on a server here in the forest. Protecting this forest is a really big thing. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. I'll be quick. I just have to remind myself that it's okay to just have a good time, to have fun. It's okay to work on things that only benefit myself for now. Thanks so much for watching my videos. It really means a lot. Thanks for liking them. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing them. I do feel myself getting covered in water. I'll see you next week. Bye.